a different type of energy, man. Because I think people, when they see something get put together from inception, it's a different vibe than when you're hearing just the finished product.
No, definitely. Because I noticed that. Oh, another one of my favorites from your own catalog is Shots off Joel's second album.
Oh yeah, Shots.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah, sampled what was that? That was Sizzler.
Yeah, yo, that shit right there. That's one of my top 10 like Dipset records. Period.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. I'm trying to make a part 2 to that with Joel Simone.
Yo, that leads me to the question: are you gonna work with Joel when he comes home?
I mean, I hope so. Yeah, that's the plan.
Cause that's what we was wondering, because we already seen what you did with Jim and Cam, so it's like if you could give Joel some of the same shit.
Me and Cam gotta do a full project together the same way I did El Capo with Jim.
Right.
I'm trying to do a full project with Cam right now, so.
We need that.
Yeah, definitely.
We definitely need that. Have you guys started that, or is it just a plan?
Yes and no. Yes is a plan, and yes.
But y'all got joints already?
Yeah, like we got records, but nothing that we said this is specifically for that. But even when I did El Capo with Jim, we didn't speak about it. We just did records, and at the end of the day, we sat back and seen what we had and put a project together. It was never a conversation like this record is for El Capo. I mean, at the tail end, yes, but at the beginning, we were just making music. So it's kind of the same thing with Cam.
Yo, I got a question for you that I gotta know the answer to. The song on Cam's album on Come Home With Me, the title song. Mm-hmm. How did the same beat end up on Ghostface album?
Because the one on Ghostface album was straight off the CD. Like
right.
Ghostface never contacted us and told us that he was using the beat.
Right.
So we sold it to Cam, and their albums was coming out relatively close, if I'm not mistaken, and we got in contact with the Ghostface label and Ghostface people, and we rectified the situation after a while. And you know, I told Cam the situation before he put out Come Home With Me, and he was like, he didn't care, so, you know.
Now I wonder that because I'm a fan. I'm a fan of both. You know what I mean? So I was just wondering that because I remember hearing that.
The industry, like, if anybody back then, that did work with Ghostface or mainly Ghostface had a bunch of samples on his albums, and I don't think he ever really cared much about clearing shit, and he just put shit out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because a lot of his songs didn't make the albums because of that.
Right. So what happened was Cam was actually clearing his. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And doing it official. So Cam was, you know, doing producer agreements and the way he's supposed to do it. And I think Ghost at the time, because if you saw the original copy, it says produced by Ghostface.
Right.
But the later copy, after we worked everything out with the lawyers and everything, it's produced by Rsonist for Heatmakerz.
Yeah, that's when I saw, because I was like, because Ghostface album came out a year before Come Home With Me. So when Come Home With Me came out, I recognized the beat, and I was checking the credits, and I was like, because it's exactly the same, like it's the exact same shit.
Except Ghostface, if you listen to Ghostface's record, because when we gave Ghostface the CD,
right.
it was the beat was 59 seconds on the CD, and if you listen to his album, I think his song might be 1 minute and 1 second, and just because
it's like an interlude.
Right, exactly. So he just took it straight off the CD and put it on his album. That record wasn't how you hear it on that album is how we gave it to him, like, as far as off of the CD. So that's how it sounded on the CD. He just rapped over it.
And I like both of them, so I ain't got no. It's fine for me because I'm a fan of both, and I like both versions.
Right.
But I always wondered that. Like, I want to ask you because I never seen that get addressed. So I was just wondering how that happened.
Yeah, that was just, you know, regular things. I'm sure that happens more than you know with certain.
Oh yeah, definitely.
A lot of artists nowadays, they don't think. I'm not saying Ghost, but a lot of artists back then, they didn't really care about the producer. They just know they had a hot beat and they just wanted it out.
Right.
So I get it. And that was early in my career before anybody knew who Heatmakerz was anyway. So I wouldn't expect him to try to, you know, it is what it is.
Right. So what's the next project you got that's gonna be like released to the public though? Like, what's the next release date we got?
Well, I got this is gonna sound awkward, but I got a record coming out with, and that's actually who what my lawyer was calling me about just now when I had clicked over. I got a record coming out with Macy Gray that I did at the end of last year, which that's putting it out, and it's going to be in a movie. So we were actually working out the details of, like the business side of the movie. But that's coming out. It's me. I produced it. Macy Gray's on it. Sheila E did the drums, and Dave Navarro plays the guitar on there.
You said Sheila E?
Dope. Yeah, Sheila E did the drums on there. Yeah, it's kind of fire.
No, that's crazy because we did like we do our regular podcast, but we also do movie commentaries and shit. And 2 weeks ago we did a movie commentary on Crush Groove. So we were talking about Sheila E.
Yeah, that's crazy, but she's on that record. And I got a record that I did with I got, like I said, working on Jim's new project, working on some new records with Cam, Gorilla Glue Part 2. I just did Training Day with Fred the Godson that came out. I just did a record that's hopefully going to be on Ross's new album. Record for Remy's new album. Just working, man.
Nah, it's all,
yeah. Oh, and I say I got a project coming with Currency. I finished it. It's an EP, like 5 songs.
With who?
Did a Currency.
Oh, word?
Shoot.
Oh, I was about to say, that's my man's right in my calls. Yeah. That's one of his favorites. That's one of his favorite MCs.
Yeah, Currency's that dude.
It's done already. We got 5 records together.
Word. Oh, shit.
We just got to pick a release date on it.
Right. Yeah, he's another one. He puts out a lot of products. Like he drops all the time.
Let me tell you something, man. We and Currency was in the studio together, and it was like 9 o'clock. So he's like, "Yo, pull a beat up, man. You know I'm a fan of your work." Then I pull a beat up. Maybe about 15 minutes. He's like, "Yo, you ready?" He goes in the booth, does the song. We're not talking about like a verse. Get the song.
The whole song.
And he comes back out. So it's like 9:30. He's like, "Shit, man, you got another one? It's only 9:30." So he pulled up another one. Same shit. So now it's like 10:15. You know what I mean?
You're just knocking joints out.
We knocked out 4 joints in one night, and I sent him one so he could do back when he went home.
Right.
Well, we did 4 joints, and he was like, "Yo, fuck, we might as well put out an EP. Already got 4. Just need to add one more." And I'm like, "All right." And I sent him the extra one, and he recorded it. So now we just gotta pick a release date.
Oh yeah. We need to hear that.
That's crazy, man.
And it's fire. Man, it's fire. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Nah, we definitely need to hear that.
Yeah, Currency over that is gonna be crazy.
Nah, and I gave him some good music. Wow. Gave him good music.
So what's your first major placement? Like, what's the first thing that we would know that you did?
I don't know if you would know, but you would know the artist. I did a record on Canibus's last major album called The Sequel. It was on his album called 2000 BC.
Oh, the second album, yeah.
Yeah, I did a record called what the fuck did he call it again?
I know. I definitely know the album. I need to go back and revisit that. To find out what song it is.
Yeah, and you would know. I had the SWAT sample.
Oh, okay. Yo, you know his own, right?
Yeah.
That's the second album.
What was the name of that fucking song? I think I just said it, didn't I? I just said it too when you first asked me, and I forgot it that fast. Fuck, when you listen back to the video, you know that stuff. Yeah,
because that was, I remember the second album. That was like right before like he disappeared for a little while.
Yeah, that's when they was trying to save his career, because the first album, remember, he had a crazy hype around him.
It
wasn't people was expecting.
What's your opinion though? Let me get your honest opinion. What did you think about the album?
Which one?
Canibus debut.
I think it was me thinking back now.
Were you let down?
It was underwhelming.
All right.
I was definitely let down. I was definitely let 100%, because you got to remember what we used to hearing Canibus on the clue tapes and all that shit.
Yeah.
Going crazy beats. So when that album came out, it's like they watered them down beat-wise.
Right. No, yeah, they definitely watered them down production-wise. They did.
Yeah.
They did.
That's what I was mad about.
Because that second round knockout was hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the album didn't feel like that.
Right. That's true.
Nah. I always felt like if Biss would have went to Def Squad, that might have been a better fit for him.